Good morning, everybody. Steve and I are out for another hiking adventure in Utah. Today we're at the west side of the Highline Trail, right off the Mirror Lake Highway, right near Bald Mountain Pass. And we're going to go out for a couple miles, check out the trail, see what it's like. And today we're just going to be hiking, no fishing today. Here is a trailhead sign with a map of the whole High Uinta's wilderness. And we are on the west side here, and the yellow line shows how this trail goes all the way across about 70 to 80 miles to the east side here. Very strenuous and challenging hike. Our friend Steve from Packslot Channel and Christy, they've done it, and took them about 8 days. We're just going to go out probably 4 to 5 miles, 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, then turn around and come back. But we wanted to see what the trail looks like. It's a peaceful, quiet morning. Trail's really easy to follow. I've heard a couple birds, one hermit thrush. Just going steadily down. Trailhead looked pretty well filled up with cars. There are two sections. One's for stock trailers, and the other one's for cars and trucks for hikers. So far we're not having any issues with bugs or mosquitoes or flies. What we've been doing is first putting on sunscreen and then putting on picaridin, especially on my hands. And then we have a deep woods off that we've been spraying and misting. And so far that's been helping today, but you never know when you stop. That's when the mosquitoes tend to swarm you. And we also have our bug nets as a last recourse. We've come to our first trail junction. We're going to go left down to Rocky Sea Pass. Here we are at the High Uinta's Wilderness, Wasatch National Forest. Pretty exciting. We're coming to our first little creek. And meadow. There's some paintbrush and elephant head flower in there. That's what we can see from back here. We've been mostly in the forest, so this is one of our first views where we can see the mountains around.
That tree was the blaze tree that they killed. It died.
We've come in about 1.5 miles. Yeah, less than an hour. And we're seeing a beautiful big meadow off to the left, filled with flowers. We've come in about 2 miles so far. We've been in the green forest, and now we're coming to the edge of where there's been a fire. Don't know how long ago it was. Yeah, we're seeing a flicker, northern flicker off to the left. We see them in the forest, higher elevations in Washington also. Pretty rocky in through here. What do you think we're looking at there, Steve?
I think that's Bald Mountain, what we hiked yesterday.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's that other flat one just to the left.
Yep. Can't remember what they call that one.
And then the pointy one.
Yep.
To the right.
Yep.
Too bad about the fire.
Yeah, it burned quite hot through here. Not too long ago either.
Good to see a baby tree getting started. What do you think? Maybe 3 or 4 years old?
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe even 2.
It's 10:30 and we've come in 2.8 miles. We're taking a little break here to have a granola bar and a little water. Just finished coming through the burn section. Yeah, it's too bad, but actually it gives you a clear view of the other peaks around here, which was kind of a side benefit. But we do hope that it recovers quickly. And yeah, so we're going to keep going. Probably another couple miles. We'll see how we're feeling.
Yep, I agree.
We've reached the junction where you could turn off to go to Packard Lake. We're going to keep going toward the Rocky Sea Pass. So how's it going back there, Steve?
It's fine. It's a nice trail. A little bit of mud here and there, but it's been really nice.
And are you ready for lunch?
Sure, I'd eat some lunch.
We have some grapes and potato chips and I'm gonna have a cheese wrap. What did you bring?
I brought some granola.
More granola? Okay. Well, we have enough grapes and stuff to share.
Okay.
All along the way, there's lots of downed trees. Our first section where there are actually trees across the trail. So we'll see, at least some of them they knocked over are still green. See if we're gonna go over or around. Yeah, we're going around the blowdowns. Looks like quite a few people have already done that. There's 3 here and then 1 more. Kind of crazy. You'd think that they come down in a windstorm or something, but the other day, yeah, when we were with Steve and Christy up at Island Lake, I'm backpacking, just in the middle of the afternoon, crack, down came a tree. I think we can go over this one. We see a couple packs in the shade up here, so it's probably the intersection and our turnaround spot. And the sun has come out again, which is nice. Here's our sign. Straight ahead would be onto Rocky Sea Pass. Left, you'd go to Naturalist Basin. And we're gonna stop here, take a break, have some lunch, and head back. How do you like this for a lunch spot?
It's nice. Utah has great rocks for sitting on all over the place.
We've had a nice lunch break here and visited with our friend, Mr. Chipmunk, who was hoping for a handout, but we didn't give him any. So we came in 4.3 miles and maybe 500 of descent. I don't know how much ascent during that, but we'll know all the stats when we get back to the trailhead. Yeah, the clouds have been coming and going. It cooled off a bit while we sat down, so I put my lightweight vest on. Probably take it off in just a couple minutes, but we're ready to get going. And let's see, I don't know how long it took us to get in here. 3 hours? 3.5?
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know how long it's going to take us to go back, but we're stopping and looking at birds and some flowers and butterflies on the way out. And so if we see anything interesting, we'll be happy to stop. We're making good time on our way back. We're almost back to the burn section. So we're getting a little bit of views again of these peaks by the Mirror Lake Highway. We're going to take our next sit-down break once we get past the burn section. Look off to the right of the trail. We're making our way through the burn section. We're about halfway back through. Not much shade. And the sun's come back out again. So it feels a little warm. But it's really inspiring to have these views off to the left. We're out of the burn section now, and we had a little sit down rest, drink of water, a little more snack, And we're past halfway back, which is good. One thing I've been really noticing today is the clouds moving over quite quickly. We've had a fair amount of cloud cover, and then the sun comes out. And so up above, the clouds are moving quickly. But we've had a couple times when it was breezy, but other than that, it's been pretty still and quiet. And I think we're both doing pretty well, not getting too winded, just pacing ourselves. And we're seeing some dark-eyed juncos, some white-crowned sparrows, finch of some sort, and they make a little clicking. So it's fun to see what's living out here. Well, hello, Mr. Bumblebee. You're huge. Do you like my pink? Well, I was going to say that since we turned around and on the way back, we've seen quite a few groups of people heading out backpacking, and one Boy Scout group, and a few like parent-child combos. I think everybody had fishing poles, and so that was fun to see them, say hello. Everybody's really friendly. And so yeah, we're making our way back. Probably have 1.5 miles to go, and the last little section's going to be up, but I think we have enough oomph to get us up. We're leaving the High Uinta Wilderness. We'll be back. It was a bit of a slog, but we are back to the trailhead. 8.6 miles. Feels pretty good once you're here. Can't quite imagine how it would be finishing the whole Highline Trail and doing that last little up section. I'd probably feel pretty good. So we want to thank you for joining us. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you later.